Welcome back to Dead of Winter. This is it, the conclusion. We just have to survive one more entire round. Our morale's at 3. And the problem is, if we starve this time, we will be losing 3 morale. We're going to go to 0. So we have to have food at the colony. We have 4, but we need at least a couple of more. And so let's begin. So first thing we do, reveal crisis. So we got a crisis happening, of course, on our last turn. Exhaustion. So number of non-exile players. So we need medicine cards. Fail 1 frostbite wound on 5 non-exiled survivors with the highest influence. We don't really care about that. Actually, you know what? We don't care. If everyone gets a frostbite, we'll have survived the round. That's not going to kill anybody and drop morale. As far as I know. No, it shouldn't. Alright, so we can kind of ignore that one. Oh, that's good. Now it's time to roll the action dice. Alright, and this time both groups have 5 dice to roll. They've both added an extra survivor, and we have Brandon Kane, the janitor. His group's going first, and we're going to roll his dice, and it's not looking great, but we just have to survive the round, and that's it. So we'll just do that. We can, increase one of those to a 3 from Brandon's ability. Alright, let's take a look at James Meyer's group. He's got 1 wound on him. He's going to be rolling 5 dice as well. And we'll leave it at that. The 2 was kind of sideways, but you know what? We'll re-roll the 2 anyway, just because that's James Meyer's special ability. We get a 1. Alright, well that's okay. We can still search with Sophie Robinson with a 1. We do have a lot of zombies out on the location, so that could be brutal. Alright, I've got the Crossroads deck right here, so I don't forget. It should be on the round summary. It's not. So I keep forgetting it. So, we're going to be starting with Brandon Kane's group, and let's see if this applies. Forest Plum. If Forest Plum is in play, well, I don't see him anywhere. So we're going to I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to put that deck next to our next player. So that will not trigger unless Forest Plum shows up. Okay, let's figure out what we want to do. Now remember, we don't want to get overrun in the colony. We don't want to have morale drop by losing characters. I'm going to do some careful things. The only card we have for this group right now is 1 gas card. So we can get somebody back to the colony without incident. So let's figure out what we want to do. Alright, I think we're going to get all the shooting done to start with. We have Brandon Kane has got a pistol on him. Once per round, when the survivor performs an attack, don't roll for exposure. His attack is a 2+, so we're going to take one of the 2 dice, and we're going to shoot one of the zombies at the colony. We just need to not overrun. So we're going to shoot one of the zombies at the colony. Good to go. We still need to get rid of a couple of more, but we've a plan. She has a shotgun, so we'll probably deal with her and her shotgun. We also have a sniper rifle, and I'm gonna hang off on the sniper rifle for a bit. It doesn't cost a die to use, and it just pops off a zombie anywhere on the board. So I have to think about what I want to do with that. So let me think about the sniper rifle and where we want to pop a zombie off. I think the shotgun's going to take care of these guys. We won't get an overrun in the colony, I don't think. I hope not. Or will we? Well, even if we get 1 overrun, we're just going to lose 1 character, 1 morale. We have to get food. That is our main objective. So Brandon Lee can search on a 4. We have 2 4s. So the first thing we're going to do with Brandon Lee, we're going to have him do a search. He's at the grocery store. Let's hope he gets some food. Even if we need to make noise, we might have to. Alright, Brandon's at the grocery store, and he does a search, and he gets 2 food! Yes! Oh man, that's exactly what we need. So we are going to put those 2 food right in the colony right now. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. So that goes in there. How many cards do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. We might not have to clean in the colony. Maybe. 2 food. Alright, that gives us a total of 6 food. Which we absolutely need because we've got actually 8, we've got 10, so we only need 5 food. We can bring 2 colonists back to the colony and still have enough food to not cause starvation. Oh, that's so good. Do we need Brandon to do any more searching then? I guess we don't really need him to. So I think We got a 2, a 3, and a 4. We have 1 gas. I think we're going to bring one of our colonists back. Let's bring back Carla Thompson. But you know, before we bring Carla Thompson back, we're going to use a 2 for her search ability at the police station. Alright, she's got the special ability. She can look at and keep 2 cards. So she's just going to grab the top 2 cards off the police station. And we get a food and night vision goggles. This is not going to come into play because we're in the last round, because this gives you an additional die, but we've already rolled all our dice. But this food is actually pretty good. So we're just going to keep that into our pile of cards. And we do have 1 sniper rifle shot. And what do we want a sniper rifle? I think we're going to we're not going to use the sniper rifle at the colony. I think we're going to use it at the school. Yeah, I think we're going to help out our other team. We're going to snipe off 1 zombie at the school so that Sophie won't get overrun. And then we just need to bring back James Myers from the hospital, and we should be good to go. Alright, we still have 2 more dice to go, so let's use them. Alright, we have a 3 and a 4. We're going to use the 3 to do cleanup on aisle 7 again. Brandon Kane special ability, we can dump 5 cards out of the waste instead of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives us a ton of room, cleaning up our colony nicely, so we don't get any morale loss from that. Brandon Kane also has a does he not? Yes, he has a pistol. And his attack value is 2. So you know what? We're going to use the 4 for him to take a pistol shot. So he'll just pop off a zombie. Doesn't have to roll for exposure. Got rid of another one at the colony. Now, everyone can move once. Still no forest plum in play anywhere. So we're going to actually have Carla at the police station come back. We are going to use the 1 gasoline so that she can safely come back to the colony without incident. So she just shows up back at the colony. Cool. We've got 6 food. Oh, and speaking of 6 food, you know what? We do have a food. We're going to go ahead and play it anyway into the waste, and we're going to add 1 more food. Now we have 7 food. We could have 14 survivors at the colony without an issue. And we're not doing anything for this. To avert the disaster. I wonder if we can. But anyway, we're finished with doing everything we can do with, yeah, we've done everything we can do with our first player. So now we go over to James Myers' group. Arg! Correction here mid-episode, and you're not going to maybe see this at the wrap-up. I had Brandon just right now use his pistol again. Well, he can only use it once a round, so he could do another attack. Not a problem. So we're going to keep the attack. He got rid of the 1 zombie, but he has to roll the exposure die. See what happens. And nothing happens. So there we go. I just wanted to make sure I got that roll in there. So we're just going to continue on like nothing happened. And yes, I remember to leave the Crossroads deck right here. So this is going to be the last Crossroads card for our game. As you can see, there's a huge stack. And what do we have here? Abandon. If a player cleans waste and there is at least 1 helpless survivor at the colony. These guys are not going to clean waste. I can tell you that right now. Because there's no point. Because we've already had the janitor doing cleaning. This will be the card for this player. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to put that away. We are definitely not cleaning waste for James Myers' group. Okay, what is James Myers' group going to do? They're going to use dice, obviously. So for searching a 3, we're going to have James Myers. He's at the hospital. If we can get a couple of medicine cards, and I do believe this adrenaline shot counts as a medicine card because it has a medicine symbol on it. So we just need to find 1 more medicine card, and we can actually avert the crisis. So he's going to use a 3 to search at the hospital. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, he's going to search at the hospital. We're looking for some medicine, and he finds fuel. Okay, we'll keep that. Wow, that's going to get him back to the colony. Well, they have 2 fuel. Awesome. Okay, he's going to use the other 3 to search once again. I'm going to look for medicine and 2 food. Wow, we're really finding the food now. Okay, now I got to figure out, he's got a 1, a 5, and a 6 left. What we want to do for the rest of their turn. Alright, well, Sophie's special ability is once per turn, you may look at the top card of a single location deck, and then, yeah, so she's going to go ahead and do that. She's going to take a look at the hospital deck. Maybe we have medicine, and there's medicine there! So that is absolutely perfect, because then we will use the 5 for our James Myers to actually do a search at the hospital, grab the medicine. Now we actually have 2 cards with the medicine symbol on it, so let's avert the crisis, why don't we? Alright, so we're going to add 2 cards into there. One is medicine, and the other one is an adrenaline shot, and that will avert the crisis. We didn't even need to, but why not? Go ahead and do it. Alright, they still have a 1 and a 6 left, so let's go ahead and use the 1 for Sophie. She can use any die to do a search. She'll do one more search at the school. And she doesn't need to do a search at the school, but why not? And we find more food! Wow, of course, now we're just finding tons of food. We could add another 3 food to the colony. Pretty cool. Alright, there's 1 6 left. And we're going to use that on Olivia Brown. Once per round, when the survivor makes an attack, kill 2 zombies instead of 1. Do not roll for exposure because she has the shotgun. So let's go back to the colony. She's going to use that final die, the 6, for an attack. Her attack is 4+. She's going to blow away a couple zombies at the colony. Oh yeah, she's going to blow away this one, and it doesn't matter. She'll just blow away the first 2 in location 1. Doesn't have to roll for exposure. Awesome. And we do not have any more medicine. They have 2 gas cans though, and so they will use then 1 gas can to move their leader back to the colony who is at the hospital. So Myers comes back into the colony. Cool, made it safe, and then you know what? They're going to bring back Sophie to the colony as well. So they have another gas can, bringing Sophie back to the colony, a colony safely. It doesn't have to roll for exposure. Now we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so we need 7 food. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 food. Don't even need any more food, but we have 2, 3 food anyway. So we might as well put those in here, and that's going to add 3 more food. 1, 2, 3 into the colony. No issues starving. This time they're going to have a feast back at the colony. That's all the dice played. And I think that's it. So now we're into the colony phase, and we didn't trigger any crossroads cards. All right, let's do the colony phase. All right, we got to pay for food. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we need to pay 7 food, and we easily have 7 food. 2, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 food with even 3 food left over. It's feast time at the colony. Check for waste. I didn't actually pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't lose morale for waste. Check the crisis. Did we resolve it? We did. We've got 2 medicine cards. We even resolved the crisis, which is awesome. So nobody gets frostbite. It's the end of that. Averted the crisis. Cool. Add zombies. Alright, we got to add zombies now. And we have 3 zombies to add at remote locations. 1 here at the grocery store. We don't get an overrun. 1 here at the library. And the last one at the gas station. No overruns. Nobody dies. We don't lose any morale. We have to add a lot. We have to add 7 to the colony. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're adding 7 zombies to the colony, which I think we can do because we got 1, 2, we'll go around the horn, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, and 1 more. It laps around 7. No overruns at the colony. Good job. And now we check the main objective. And our main objective for Too Many Mouths is survive 6 rounds. Have we survived 6 rounds? Yes, this is our final round. We have survived 6 rounds, and we have won the 2-player co-op game Dead of Winter with 3 morale left. We found a lot of food there in the last turn. We were struggling a little bit earlier in the game. We got a lot of zombies at the colony, but none of them broke through into the colony to kill anybody and drop our morale. And we only lost 1 survivor in this whole playthrough from the dreaded tooth die. And so that's it. Alright, we're going to back the camera out. We're going to wrap up our series. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our 2-player co-op game of Dead of Winter. And no, I don't have the expansion, and it's very hard to find. And it's pretty expensive when you do find it. So I'm just kind of hoping that it gets reprinted, possibly Fantasy Flight, although you never know. Unless there's a 3rd edition of this coming out. Or maybe I'll bite the bullet in the future and buy an expensive used copy. Ooh, which I don't really want to do unless I absolutely have to. To have a lot of fun playing this game, though. I can see this being a really, really fun game with 5 actual people playing it, 5 different groups of survivors with the hidden objectives. Maybe there's a traitor, secret objectives. Could be very cool. I do like the co-op, though. It's pretty easy to run, and I really, really wish, and I don't know why they didn't do it, right on these cards, round summary, it should be reveal the crisis, roll action dice, crossroads card, player turns. Wouldn't that have been easy to just add in there? I keep forgetting. So I did forget a few times. Managed to figure it out this time. Well, that's going to be our playthrough of Dead of Winter. Thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. Really helps out my channel. Really appreciate it. Not sure what's coming up next. I have the itch, though, to play one of the legendary games, deck building games. I have a few of them. So something like that may be coming up next. I have a funny feeling. Anyway, thanks so much. Hope to see you next time for another complete playthrough series.